was set up by Neely and by Wesley. And Boston led 2-0, but they seemed to sit back in that first period with the 2-0 lead, and the Whalers are realizing they had to get in the game of being down 2-0, kept pressure on, and there were some marvelous saves by Andy Moog in that first period. The second period, Mike Milbury, Gordie Clark, Ted Sater obviously worked hard with the Boston Bruins and told them what they had to do, and they checked much better and really fouled up the Hartford Whalers as they tried to attack, and Boston scored. Cam Neely got the goal, set up by Craig Janney, and then late in the game a goal by Francis, a power play, and that's the way it ended, 3-1. And now, one of the heroes certainly, Derek Sanderson talking to Captain Raymond Bourque.
Thank you, Fred. My guest, Ray Bourque. Ray, you weren't supposed to play. You come up in just an outstanding effort.
Well, I wasn't supposed to play. This morning I was telling everybody I wasn't going to be able to play. Yesterday this was sore, and I didn't even go out yesterday. And today, this morning, I had more treatment, and I kind of stretched a little more gradually. Last couple of days really stretched it out well, and the inflammation went down. And I felt really good this afternoon coming to the rink, and I thought to myself, I just want to go out there before the game and see, really, just for my own sanity, make sure that, hey, I can't go. If I could go, I got to go. I went out and was a lot better than I expected it to be, and, a little stiff. And when I went out for warm-up, I still didn't really know, and we talked it over and said that we're going to try it. I don't know how long I'd be able to go, but once I got to the game, it felt great, and all along the game, felt really good. I didn't hurt it once. I had a lot more jump than I thought I'd have, and the only thing was condition-wise. I haven't skated for 10 days. I skated once, but this kind of series, the emotion takes everything away, and you just go out there and you're sky high, and I want to be back, and I didn't think I would be, and this is just unbelievable.
Great. I mean, what impressed me is, I've been injured myself, and you don't have that skating, but you didn't look like you skipped a beat at all.
Well, I really had to focus in, and I think that probably my biggest part of my game is my mental approach to things. And like I said, the emotion was there. Conditioning wasn't a big deal. I just had to focus in and really, probably more than other times, let that take over.
Yeah, it's got to be a big lift. There's a little bit of a highlight here in some of your work.
Well, Verbeek was going right to the net last 10 minutes, and he, I was trying to take him out and not let him get to the front of the net, and a couple of battles there in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, there was a lot of battles, right? Did you feel like anybody was going to try to take a cheap shot? Did they try to go at it, at the hip at all?
Well, they were trying to come at me early, but I was getting rid of the puck pretty quick, and just making sure if they're going to come into a stick, and that kind of slows you up in a hurry. But the stick wasn't up or nothing like that, but just down below where my hip is, and protecting myself. And as the game went on, and I got bumped a couple of times, and it felt good, and that was kind of a thing that was worrying me a little bit. But once I took a couple of hits on it, I knew that I could probably take a little more than I thought I could physically. And I was happy. Yeah,
well, Ray, you got a situation now where the hip, will it bother you tomorrow? Will it have any effect on the Montreal series, do you think, or is it you have the worst part of it?
I didn't hurt it. I think it's going to get better, if anything. I think this really is going to loosen it up and get things moving even more. And I mean, if I could go out there and not hurt this tonight, I mean, we're going to have to wait and see tomorrow, but I'll be all right.
Oh, Ray, congratulations. A tremendous effort, you and your teammates.
Well, it was a great effort. These guys stuck it out through thick and thin all series with a number of injuries out. And, I mean, these guys deserve a lot of credit, and just goes to show that, we've said it all year. It's a team effort, and that's why we've done so well all year. And we proved it again tonight.
Certainly did. Okay, Ray, thank you, and back to Gene.
All right, Derek, Ray, thank you very much. We'll be back with a Budweiser Player of the Game and some final thoughts in just a moment. So stay with us as Bruins Hockey on TV 38 continues.
Rebates. First they increase prices, then they offer rebates.
Goalie Andy Moog. He had 27 saves in leading the Bruins to a 3-1 win over the Hartford Whalers. So Andy Moog, for all you do, this Bud's for you. We'll return with some final thoughts in just a moment. Garden. Andy Moog, very much part of the story. He had 27 big saves. The Bruins advanced to the Adams Division Finals, where on Thursday night they open up Game 1. The Montreal Canadiens come in to the Boston Garden. Game time for that contest, 7:30. That's going to do it for us. Once again, the final score, the Boston Bruins 3, the Hartford Whalers 1. For Fred Cusick, Derek Sanderson, and all of us here at TV 38, I'm Gene Levanchi. Thanks for joining us, and have a good night, everybody. Boston Bruins hockey on TV 38 has been brought to you in part by Bradley's Department Stores, by your New England Volkswagen dealers. Well, you'll find Farfignugan. It's what makes a car a Volkswagen. By Budweiser, the king of beers. Remember, know when to say when. And by Stop and Shop Supermarkets. It's time to stop and shop. Join us again Monday night and then again Wednesday night for games 3 and 4 of the Adams Division Final as the Boston Bruins face off against the Montreal Canadiens at 7:30. Stay tuned for Hogan's Heroes. This has been a TV 38 sports presentation.